Hi, my name is Corie. I've been going to this church pretty much my entire life, and I also went to the 2022 Life Trip with my sisters, all three of us being students. This trip, I did not want to go on this trip. I just graduated, I just moved out, I just wanted to focus on my life and all the stress and stuff that I had. I had some opportunities to not go on this trip, but I didn't take it. You know, I went because I was thinking, I had my sisters for the last time, one being a teacher and one still being a student. I still have the friends that I grew up with and the leaders that taught me about the Bible since the moment that I moved here. I also got to bring a friend with me, and that's probably my favorite part about this trip. She did not believe in God at all. She thought of this as a vacation, and I wanted her to go because I didn't want to go myself, and having a friend there is nice. And the first start was a little rocky. It was kind of hard, and I was in a bad mood, and she was, but we went to these seminars, and we picked ones together. And some of these were about family. Some of these were about personal ones that I knew both of us were struggling with. And it caused her to ask me a lot of questions. Like, a lot. Like, ones I was like, you're going to have to ask Thomas. But I told her during this trip, I was like, I feel bad that I'm the one who brought you on this trip because I wish I knew all the stories, and I wish I knew as much as, like, Pastor Thomas and some of these teachers. I wish I was that person that could just fill your head with all the things you're asking me. But it turns out that's not what she needed. She asked me the questions that I was able to answer, and I didn't even know I could answer them. But like with all the leaders and all the people teaching me throughout my life, I had them in the back of my head, and she kept asking me more and more, and she even asked me how to pray. And I was like, how do you explain that? There was a board that said, write what you want to pray for during one of the classes and walkthroughs that we had. I told her, and I sat her down, and I said, whatever you want to write on that board, pray right now. And I went first, and then she went, and she did a great job. She said how she felt. And we would go into our room. I shared a room with her and my sister, and we would just talk and talk and talk. She asked me, can we do that prayer thingy that they were talking about? And I was like, yeah. Like, I don't even think I'm doing anything, but she wanted to. She wanted to learn. She wanted to know this stuff, and she was having such a great time. And near the end of the trip, she gave herself to Jesus. And I was so happy for her because she was so scared. She was like, this is so overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, that is the best part of my trip, because I'm not a huge fan of loud places. I get a lot of, even standing up here, I'm like, but she was the best part of that trip, because I go there for my family. I went there for my family and my friends to be with them, and I ended up learning some things about myself I didn't know. My relationship with God, it's a little rocky. You know, everybody has their own relationship with God, and mine, I was so distant from him, and having somebody else ask me these questions make me think and make me realize, like, I was talking to him through her, teaching her. He was helping me be the person that she needed me to be. And like, they are all my family. All those people sitting over there, I love them so much. And you see in that photo, like, I'm holding up my non-existent muscles, and and you see all of us, like, you guys see this photo right here, and before this was taken, we're struggling to get up on that L and that E. We're like lifting each other up. Like, it's so many laughs and so many, like, it was a good trip for me to have. And I'm very glad I went on this trip, because like, I know I needed it, and some of these girls, I know that they needed it. And I recommend going on these trips and helping people out, because even if you don't think it's, I'm gonna have to hassle a whole bunch of kids, it's not just like that. You're making family. You're connecting with people, even if it's complete strangers. And I believe that's what this trip is about. That's our connection. My connection to God is through my family. Thank you.